So let's walk down to a point now, keep my eyes open as I go, and taking my trusty sieve and just keep my eyes open at this stage, then stand for a while and see what we can find. Start at the furthermost reaches, I think, if I can. It's a natural chalk stream, so let's get down this way a bit. And there was a Roman kiln that was just up off of this stream that was discovered in the 1960s and excavated. And you can see there's quite a few little bits down in the water there that are quite interesting, so I'm going to pick those up by hand to start. And we can see that piece down in there. Let's bring it out. Oh. Yeah, it's like a shape almost made of sandstone. Almost made of sandstone. I'm sure there's a lid of some sort. Pop that in the sieve, carry on. Well, as I'm looking down in here now, oh, stood on the log, you can see there's another bit here. Similar again. Sandstone. Pop it in with the other one. What else have we got in there? A bit of pottery. What would a mudlark be without it, as we all say? A bit of Victorian Ridge pottery. Carry on along, making sure that I look intently into the water. And it's a clear chalk stream, so we're lucky from that point of view, fed by springs. And there's something over here. Oh, look at that. Old lid off of something, very interesting. Pop that in with the rest of the finds. Carry on. What's this? Oh, and nice teapot spout. A bit of old plate. Gosh, this water's cold. A couple of pieces of glass. Take those out just to get them out of the river. Another piece of white pot. Let's carry on. Continuing on here. Oh, that looks interesting, but it's probably not. Let's see. Oh. Look at that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to use the F word, fantastic. Little pot with a nice design on the side of it there. Victorian, I would say. Very nice indeed. There we are. So far. And then we'll look further down here. What's that down there? Another just bit of plain white there. was pleased with that last find though, lovely. Gently look around the area. What's this? Ugh. Don't know what that is. It was slimy. I'm not going to pick that up. And that other thing was under wood here. So what's this? Bit of metal. Old handle off of probably a tin bath or something like that. And this is all by eye at the moment. No sieving yet. And the secret is just to take your time, screen what you're seeing in the water and not to rush ahead, otherwise you can miss things. Another bit of old plate. Just put that over on the side there a minute. And snail shell. Bit of old flower pot, nothing dynamic. Another piece of rusty metal, twisted. Probably need to give that some identification later. And just looking up here I can see some glass already in the stream. Oh. Just a bit of old glass jar and screw top off of a bottle. Snail shell. And some more plate down here as well. Just like a bit of bowl. Plain white, nothing special there. I'm just taking my time at the moment to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, water's clouding up because I'm walking against it. What's this here? Oh, another bit of old pot. I missed that walking back up there a minute ago. Piece of Victorian plate rim, or maybe even later actually, looking at it, with probably a transfer print on there, but nothing Roman yet. And looking down in here now I can see, oh look at that, an old glass lid off of a jar or a bottle of some sort there. That's a nice one too. I could use the F word again, say fantastic, but it is nice. I like that. Surprising what you can see just by looking. And then this one here with like a grey burn mark on it either side, but it's glazed, so it's Victorian again. Just stand and look is the secret. Stand and look. Don't rush. Take your time. And even then, looking back, you find things that you haven't seen before. That was just a stone. Another bit of pottery. Similar to the other bit there with like a heavily crazed... Oh, actually it's got something on there. Look at that design on there. Must be really, get out of the shadow, must be really quite old. Carry on. Oh, is that another one of those? No. Or is it? Nope. And everybody asks, why don't you wear gloves? It's a chalk stream, fresh water coming into it, just a bit of rust there, put that to the side. And that's why, you know, it's no need to go over the top, as long as I wash my hands after. I think is the main thing, but it's surprising already what we've got there. Oh, my sieve nearly fell over. That'd be a disaster, wouldn't it, if I tipped it all out. And looking in this area here, it's a bit shallower towards the side, and be careful not to ruffle things up too much. What can I see down in there? That looks interesting. It's just an old snail shell, not interesting. Little broken bits of pot, but they're sort of everywhere. So just look into the depths and see what you can see. But the opportunity to do this, not everybody has it, so it's a good thing to do. Just pop that in the sieve with the rest of the bounty there. I'm sure I've missed some bits down here actually, looking at it, probably have. So I'm just going to stand a moment, wait for the cloudiness to go, because it'll go quite quickly, and see if there's anything. Oh, shadow, don't want that. See if there's anything I've missed. Nope. I think we're okay. This is the bit where everybody goes, shout if you can see something that I don't. And the answer is, if you do, I'd never be able to find it again anyway, bit of old acorn. And we'll carry on further upstream. Ah! And there we are, looking down in there. Oh, not the best of angles. Let's see. Right, I'll wait for it to clear. There we are. You can see, well, I can see there's a bottle there, which is a milk bottle. Full of gunge and muck. Ugh. Let's give it another rinse. There's not much coming out of it, I'll have to do that in a minute. And oh, it's another Unigate. I had a Unigate milk bottle the last time I was here. So it's a Unigate milk bottle. That one. And tile. But oh, is there anything else? No. That piece there, very old indeed, could be Roman. Bit of Roman greyware, I think. Well, I've put all my little bits there out of the sieve to wait for a roundup at the end, and I'm going to try some sieving now in the stream and see if we can find something a bit older. But I'm pleased with that little bit of Roman. I think that's Roman greyware and other bits, but we'll go into that later. We'll sieve it and see what we get. The sieving process is as simple as this really. I basically load my sieve with the sediment from the bottom of the stream, then let the stream do the work for me. Just shake it down and see what we end up with. Against the flow of the current, obviously. Let's see what we've got. Let's put on this old bit of wood that's drifted downstream. Clay. Clay. Piece of brick. Bit of old stick. Ah, a piece of pot there with lines on the inside, glazed, sandy and feel, I would say Victorian. Oh, and a piece of old bottle there, big bottle, with some writing on there. I'll have to have a look at it later if I haven't brought my glasses again. And so that's what that is there. So those two bits are the most interesting from the sieve, but I'm going to carry on with the process and we'll see what we turn up. In this sieve here, piece of brown similar to the one that we pulled out before, bits of old brick, and that is about that on that one. Be so careful you don't miss anything out, and it's surprising what you can find. There's a little bit of metal there. It's probably might be an old Roman nail, who knows. Definitely handmade. Acorn, another bit of rusty handmade, another bit of rusty handmade nail there. And I think, oh no, piece of gunge, another bit of old rusty there. I don't know what that is. Look at it. It's got a definite shape to it as well. Probably an old screw or some sort of rivet. Not sure. Might even be older than that. Ah, and quite sure it is another shard of old, possibly British Romano pottery. Well, I think this will have to be my last sieve of the day, so I've got a bit of metal there, and looking in there I can't find anything else. Well, just as I'm going to get out of the river, or the stream I should say, notice this down here. Oh, and there's some writing on here, and it's obviously been placed, oh, a little teddy on one side. Now that's obviously been placed by somebody into the river, stream, stop saying river. So I'm going to respectfully not take it, place that back in. So roundup time. If you don't like my roundups, just turn off now. If not, we'll go through and see what we've actually got in this area, which is quite interesting. Sieving finds were obviously the nail or piece of metal there, nondescript, don't know what that is. The old bottle there, probably got beer written on the side of it, not quite sure without my glasses. Piece of pot, another big piece of pot. The by eye mudlarking finds, just move that stick. Teapot spout, Victorian glass jar lid, broken unfortunately on one side, but nice. Handle off of an old bath or something. The magnificent little pot there, that's got to be my find of the day. Really pleased with that, very pleased indeed. So I'll clean that up when I get back, if I remember to. I'm terrible for cleaning things, but yeah. The Unigate milk bottle. say no more. Twisted piece of metal, don't know what, but it's quite heavily twisted. There could be the link from something. Could be the missing link. The really old lid there, I think it could be just Victorian. Would have gone on the top of a tankard or something by the looks of it, or a jar of some sort. These bits intrigue me. They're like sandstone, completely worn off. Aeroplane going over, don't worry about that. And another bit with the top missing off of it, sandstone again. Could be the centre to a grinding wheel or something, I don't know. No idea. Bit of Victorian pot. Burnt Victorian pot. Patterned, I would say, Victorian plate. Classic blue and white. And this, which I think, a bit thick, is Roman greyware. So I have found something Roman. Well, I was pretty amazed that that actually fits that. So it would have all been the same, and the piece of that's like transfer printed pottery. But this has got to be the best find of the day. So round up, another fantastic time. As I said before, the F word fantastic on that one. Very pleased with that. And I think we can call it a day on that. Well, this should be a lesson to me to clean up finds. Basically, I was rinsing out the little Victorian pot that I found this morning, and out fell out of it in the mud this wincy little child's pot here. So that should be a lesson to me. It's a bit stained with age. I expect that to scrub off. So here I am in the utility room. Wife doesn't like me doing things like this in there, but nonetheless, there it is. Nice little pot, and the miniature pot with it.